They say this is a big rich town.
So I just want to say, first of all, RIP DMX.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Gonna give it to
don't
you.
forget the
Give it to you.
old Prince Phil.
Rest in peace.
What? Oh,
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
It's a mad Friday.
99, boy. Almost.
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 You know when you're just
100,
like when you
Almost 100.
so close but so far.
Anyway, I don't judge. But speaking of judges, are we talking about
Wow.
Wow, man tried to do a kinnick.
Wow. You know what?
That is actually so funny.
That, honestly, I just can't. I just don't even know what to say, bro.
What's up? What? I thought that was quite good.
Please continue. Speaking of judges.
Speaking of judges, I think we're talking about a judge today. That new show on Sky called Your Honor.
Yes.
Starring...
Bryan Cranston.
Don't know.
From Breaking Bad.
Don't know. Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Keep forgetting that.
That was the way he started, really.
Yeah, innit? That's
You know
like
what I mean?
the
If you're an OG,
ground
you
up.
know.
Well, he's quite old. He's been about
don't
for
you
a
feel
long
like he
time.
looks the same?
He
He
actually
does.
hasn't aged.
I
There's
feel like he
a
looks
few more
just
grey
as old
hairs.
as like
He does.
he looks old.
Do you know why? That's because he's got money.
Money.
I mean, he's got a lot of wrinkles.
Yeah. He
Anyone
definitely
who's
looks more
got money,
older.
yeah, can make themselves look fairly decent for a good while.
They try.
Yeah, to an extent. Yeah,
They try.
It gets to a certain point where it's like, okay, yeah, we can see this is no longer you, bro. Like, but yeah, I mean, if you haven't guessed already by Ben's dad jokes, we're talking about Your Honor, which we mentioned before.
Listen, we ain't done a show from Sky in a while.
Yeah, actually, we
Since
have
Gangs of
actually.
London.
Yeah,
Have we?
Gangs
Oh
of
yeah,
London,
yeah. I was gonna say,
been
have
a
we
while.
ever? Yeah, we have.
Long story short, it's a judge who is like a very known for being honourable and legit, a very good judge. But what goes wrong is that his idiot son gets into an accident and kills a boy who's 17, who is actually the son of a top mafia Donny Don. And his son reveals to him, says, look, I've been in an accident, someone's died. He goes, okay, let's go to the police station, do the right thing. But as soon as he gets there, he clocks that the boy he's killed is the son of the mafia. And that's when it all goes Pete Tong. So he's no longer that good guy. He's like, I'm going to protect my son and no matter what.
Yeah, I get it.
I just say, I
I
hate
actually
your
have
son.
a question for one.
I hate your son.
Oh, you doing a question?
I have a
bro?
question for one.
Alright, go ahead.
So I was going to say, so now that Ben set the tone and what the show's actually about and the premise, I was going to say, if you was in his situation, Michael, would you do the same thing that he did? Would you go the lengths that he has gone?
He was doing the right thing, yeah, but
It got a bit mad, yeah.
to be honest, I think it's what he's done is I understand it because that guy is supposed to be scary, and he was never gonna survive if he went to prison or anything. I don't know if I'd go to the same extent as he did in terms of making them think I did it because sorry, but
Yeah, I can't lie,
his dad
definitely
was
wouldn't.
stressed. Like his dad was so stressed, and he was out here living life.
Yep.
Like guilt free, basically.
Man caught a new
So,
girlfriend, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Trust. Do you know what? I can't lie. You know, he got he got that detective involved. He got that lawyer involved, which he ended up wifing a little bit. I don't know. You think about it and you think they were genuinely good at their jobs. They were like on it. Like they were so on it, it's a joke. So then you think, okay, why didn't you just tell them from the get-go then and get them to help you out in the best way possible? Because at the end of the day, before you realised that the boy who died was the son of the leader of the mafia or whatever, you were letting your son go to prison basically because he was going to the station to tell them what happened, etc. It's only because you realised no matter where your son is, he's most likely going to get juked.
Yeah.
So if you're willing for your son to do the right thing and take the crime, why didn't you tell the detective and the lawyer from the get-go? Because they would have protected you and helped you as the best possible way.
I think
It's a risk. It's a risk.
I think he was really
It's a
scared.
massive risk. Yeah, but
It was fear.
I think it's one of them ones where it would have been so much easier, and it normally is with these shows, would have been so much easier if he had just been like, guys, my son done it. However, I know that if I now bring him forward, he's probably going to die. Let's put him in witness protection. But it's also one of them situations where it's like, he probably thought, I might be able to get away with this. I might. And he was close. It's difficult.
You're a joker.
It's proper difficult because if he takes a rap, right, his whole career is done. And furthermore, they could still kill his son.
Yeah.
If you don't take the rap, his son's dead. So either way, going to the judge, the lawyer, I feel like it would have been a rap. But he got lucky. Like, he got extremely lucky.
Who?
Michael.
Yeah, the judge.
Why?
Because he's not dead.
Yeah, because to be fair,
Obviously,
they
we'll
could
get
have
onto
just
the
killed
ending
him.
later.
It's also
Nah,
really
I
hard.
wouldn't say he got
yeah.
lucky.
I think it's also really hard because obviously his wife died like a year ago, and his son is all he has.
Yeah, I think that plays a big part.
Yeah, that plays a very big part.
That plays a big part because, yeah, I mean, if that didn't happen and it's so recent as well, he might not have been so erratic.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
And
So
also, it
what?
was
You
an
didn't answer.
accident
Would
as
you do
well.
it? Would you do it? Would you do it if it was him?
Personally, no, I can't lie. I would have handed my son in.
For real.
He would have died.
Even though you knew.
Nah, hold on. I would have handed my son in. Then I would have gone straight to the mafia boss. And I would have been like, listen, what agreement can we come to so that my son is untouchable?
And they said
Because
It wouldn't work.
But this is the thing. Either way, it's going to be an issue because realistically, right, he wasn't, like, there was too much for him to not get away with it, if that makes sense. He couldn't ever just cover it up, leave it, and be done with it because of A, the detectives that he brought into it, B, the guy left the inhaler and we're still waiting for those
The
DNA
phone.
results, C, the phone, D, the footage. There was too many things that he would have been caught. So him trying to hide it, he was only delaying the inevitable, I think.
Yeah, I think it made it worse,
Yeah.
to be honest. I would have handed him in.
Yeah.
Really.
And the
He
only
would've
reason
died
I say
day.
that is because there was just too many things. Because that, you know, at the point when he came home and then he finally admitted to his dad, like, look, this is what happened. And like, even when he was explaining the story and stuff, I'd be like, what, you couldn't stay with the kid? So why did you take the phone? I know it's fight or flight. So you're literally, you know, left. So what I don't get, this is where you're going to know that was a no by the show, is he got out of the car knowing that he couldn't breathe, had time to walk all the way over there, still couldn't breathe, checked him, made sure he's okay, even helped him blow air, which he doesn't have. How have you got air to blow in if you ain't got air in your lungs? Anyways, finally went back, put things. So it's like, you did a lot of things intentionally. If you knock someone down, if that was me, I would have driven off. I wouldn't have come out my car. I would have been gone.
Also,
Right.
if I looked
If you're gonna do hit and
everyone-
run,
That was Kamara, that wasn't Joey.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
just saying, that was not Joey.
I know her like just through this.
the thing is though, if I looked out my window and saw the guy's leg all sideways, I'm sorry, but he's done
yeah.
See,
There's actually nothing you can redeem him
He's
from.
done
Like,
me.
you've literally
I
done
can't
him
lie.
off.
Just be
Call the
proactive,
feds.
bro. Just be proactive.
Call the feds.
Yeah.
Get your damn pump, right? Yeah, and call the fucking ambulance.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go, do it properly. Take
knock
your
on
pump.
someone's house,
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
Or even use the boy's phone, call the ambulance, leave the phone there, and go. Like, even though there's DNA evidence, but still.
Can you text 999 or 911 for them?
I don't know.
think.
No, I don't
Because I mean,
think
because
that
that's a
counts.
point. Because he couldn't talk, could he? Yeah, because he couldn't breathe. That's
No,
what
but
I'm
what they
saying.
usually do is, if they get a drop call like that, they think that someone's at risk. So they send someone out anyway. They locate the phone and then they
Yeah.
send someone out anyway. But my whole thing is, he was just moving a bit dumb because I understand the crash because obviously I don't know about you guys, but I've done it before where I'm driving and something's falling and I'm
Trying to
holding
get
onto the wheel and I'm trying to reach and I'm looking up as well. But I get that he done that, right? But then the fact that once he did crash, you're still having your palpitations, you're not taking your pump. Then you go and you call the feds.
You're not gonna be very.
Then you go and
useful.
chat to him, and then you're seeing if he's still alive. It's like he just wasn't. Obviously, he's not going to be thinking straight, but there was no logic to any of the steps that he took.
Yeah.
Even taking the phone. Why did he take the phone?
Why did you take the
Yeah.
phone? You
And
could have
And then
left
why
the
did he
phone
call him
with
again?
Yeah,
Like it doesn't.
No, he
make
didn't
sense.
call
they
him again.
called
They
back.
called
Called
him.
They called him back.
Yeah, sorry. Why did he answer?
yeah. But also, the more you get to know Adam, the more you understand that he's not a very smart kid.
Do you know what? Let's hold on, pause on that because I'm gonna.
Yeah, you seem like you're about to go in on that.
Because I don't like him.
Yeah,
I think he's an
piss me off.
absolute twat. I don't.
This is
like
what I'm
him.
saying. His dad's out here bending over backwards,
Pause.
trying to save him.
My man's
Pause.
living his best life.
Do you want to take 5? Do you want to M&M's? Do you want to take 5?
Because I'm ready to blow on that guy because he's an idiot. Let's be honest, yeah. If it wasn't- things would be easier.
See what you started, kiddo?
Things would be easier if he would have just like been, on the get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kept fucking everything up anyway. I wanted to mention the first episode, the first scene of where he actually hit him.
Yeah.
Bro, how mad was that? Like
Yeah.
he's dead because you see him hit him. So obviously he's driving his car and he hits the motorbikes. He's driving a motorbike, yeah. And you think, oh, okay, damn, yeah, all right. And then you see him on the roadside, and his leg is bent up backwards.
Right
There's
angle.
His
there's
head.
blood everywhere.
His head's in the curve, by the way.
I was like, oh, that is so grim. And then like he tried to like hear him because he couldn't talk.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
all that blood
part-
come out. Oh,
That's why, yeah, last time I was like, oh, yeah, the show's so bloody.
I can't lie, that was the hook for me.
I thought that, it was like that.
That when that happened, I was like, okay, so they went in on that scene.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, this is gonna be a bit, a bit dark, a bit deep, and the show was dark. Let's be real, the show was dark, a bit slow. I think we all can agree.
Very slow.
We can all
Yeah.
agree,
Yeah.
but it was dark, and I just wanted to say that first ep was like, okay, this is a bit interesting.
And also, Adam was being followed by like thugs.
See, now they never touched
I feel
on
like that's
that.
going to link in season 2 though.
It has to because they never
'Cause the
touched on
mum-
it at
yeah.
all. Like the whole scene of they were there in their, I don't know, let's just say it was an Escalade. They were there in their Escalade and then the crash happened and then he looked back and then they
think
just
it
went,
was on purpose?
God, like,
What, you think it was on purpose?
no. So what I'm saying is they were there, but like no one's threatened him. No one came forward and said, hey, I know what you done. I saw it. Give me some peas. Like no one
No,
done
but I
anything.
think it's one of those ones where it's like, I want to be involved in that shit.
Yeah,
Clearly.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
what do they call it? The upper ninth or the lower ninth?
Lower
Lower
ninth.
ninth.
Yeah.
The lower ninth, whatever that means.
I think it was, well, as Kamara would say, the goons
Yeah.
from the lower ninth.
The ninth is divided,
Yeah.
but the upper, the lower, and they
Right.
took the lower.
It's in New Orleans.
Yeah, I find it interesting. I
like
like
it
it when
was in
he.
New Orleans.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
because it's different.
Right. Oh,
I always think
yeah.
of jazz and I think of New Orleans, so I like that
Yeah.
they showed a bit
And
of...
seafood.
Yeah.
Princess and the Frog,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for me, they really did
the
highlight
originals. If you've ever not seen them.
the
Yeah,
New
I've seen the
Orleans. I ain't seen that, no.
Sorry.
No. But they did highlight, like, the New Orleans, if you want to call it
Yeah.
culture for the funeral. Because
Yeah.
that's what they do, innit?
Yeah,
Like, that
yeah,
is New
yeah.
Orleans, so...
But they mentioned
yeah.
a few times about how the cemetery is always above ground,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the graves and things.
But yeah, what did you guys think of the Baxters? 'Cause there was this whole perception that they're so scary and that they should be feared.
The
And
mum-
I
the mum
really
should be
thought
scared-
that
feared
Jimmy
more.
Baxter was going to be proper scary. Like, that's
What?
what I expected. But he wasn't.
He was like a
To me.
teddy bear.
personally. He wasn't even intimidating.
For me, the scariest one
little.
is Carlo. Because...
He needs to die.
He's a nutter.
Well, yeah, it's only because of the way how the guy was describing when, why the whole reason why he went to prison was because he racially attacked someone.
What, curbed?
Yeah,
What they
that.
call it?
Yeah.
Curbing or something like that.
Curb.
Curbing, I think.
When I was hearing that, that's when I was like, yeah, this guy is...
An animal, fam.
Yeah, he's an animal.
Yeah.
The fact that you're putting man's jaw on the curb and kicking it in, there's something wrong with
to kill
you.
him. You want to
Yeah,
kill him.
like you're not just beating a man up. Like you're
You want him to
doing
suffer.
certain things so that you get pleasure out of it. And it's like, yeah, you're a weirdo, bruv.
From the moment we're introduced to him, though, we already know he doesn't care.
Yeah.
True.
Because how they introduced us to him is like he's wearing his prison suit, fancy his orange suit. So you already know, all right, he's been up to
Yeah.
some things, and we don't know what those things. Obviously, it reveals later, but you know that okay, he's someone that's up to no good, and the fact that he's actually able to be released means something. Like the family obviously have power in those areas where they can get him out of a
I feel
whole
like the
cell.
mum had the most power.
She
Of
does.
course.
Yeah,
She
she
does.
was leading everything.
I think she is.
She is the boss.
She's the
She
boss.
was the scary one.
Yeah.
Flipping what's
If
her
it
name?
weren't for her, Kofi would still be alive.
In
bruv.
it, Thea is more scary than her dad. I'm sorry. The dad
Yeah, she is.
The
Yeah,
dad's
yeah.
nothing. Like he just.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, because Fia.
No, you remind me of the Joker. You know
Yeah,
the latest Joker.
I
film?
don't get that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the
He looks like him, you know?
latest.
Yeah, the latest Joker film.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? He looks
Yeah,
like him
yeah,
a bit
he
as
looks like
well.
him, he looks like him.
But he had that look where he's like kind of smiling, but he looked crazy. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that
But
for
you
me,
always
that's
expected him to
intimidating.
do something, and he didn't do anything.
Yeah,
The most he did was
he
shoot
killed that
someone
guy.
in the
Yeah.
face, but I mean that's small compared
Yeah,
to
but yeah,
a big boss
I mean,
that is meant to be
he
scary.
had to do that though, innit? Like,
Yeah.
we would have done that if we was in that situation. So
Mad,
I don't give him no
We've got a
credit.
few murderers in there. Like,
I don't give him no credit,
what's
bro.
going on over
That was
there?
his words, not mine.
And the thing is, he's always talking the talk. Oh, if you don't do this, you
Innit?
know, it's your life. And it's like, alright, come at me
do
then, bro.
something, innit?
Like, and even I liked when the judge slapped it on him and was basically like, bruv, let me do me and you do you, innit? And he was
and then
silent.
He freaked out
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Because afterwards he was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't you?" You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
His wife. I mean, obviously the grief really got to her. 'Cause
Big time.
Every time he turned around, she was like, "Yeah, you want to get another kid a motorcycle then?"
Oh, she was bare taller than him as well, which
Right.
annoyed me. I can't lie because it was like,
Raw.
you know what I mean? Get some platforms or something.
Raw. Now you could tell that she was running things because don't forget, she done something. She made a call, and one of the guys did something. I can't remember what they did, but then Jimmy now came to the guy and was like, "Bruv, I didn't tell you to do that," and he was like, "Oh, your wife did." And the guy didn't get in trouble for it. If that was a real mafia boss, you're dead.
Was it the drugs? The drugs, wasn't it?
Was it the drugs?
Because it was Carlo and his mate.
No, it was before.
Was it when they burnt down the house? I'm sure she did the call. No?
She did that, yeah.
No, because she made
She
Jimmy
thought-
do
yeah,
it.
do it. Yeah,
It was before that. Something happened before that.
Even the whole funeral situation when Carlo came and they're like, ma'am, step back, ma'am.
Yeah.
And she's just like, this is my son, like, and then she just whispered in his ear. I was like, yeah, she's definitely.
Yeah, she told him the
boss.
location.
Yeah.
Location.
And the whole Kofi situation as well pissed me.
I can't lie, Kofi's an idiot as well, though. I can't lie.
No, but Kofi's just a victim of circumstance. Like,
That's
I'm
it.
so upset. That whole story, like, the funny thing is, me and my mum were watching it. As soon as he died, she stopped watching it.
Really?
She was just like, "What? They killed him?" Nah.
Not surprised,
Like,
though.
it was just it pissed me off.
Yeah, he
so
died
much.
bad as well.
Because he was so innocent. Like literally, so the car that was used to kill the Baxter son, I don't even remember his name, was in police possession. As soon as they were getting rid of it, the motorcycle piece
Adam.
fell off. Yeah, Adam. Adam.
No, Adam's
No,
the judge's son.
Adam's judge's son. Adam's the one that killed him. What's his
Oh,
name?
Rocco.
Rocco,
That's it.
Rocco's the one that
Baxter,
died. So yeah, and then the judge has connections to get the car to get him rid of. Basically, they didn't do a good job because he gets arrested for stealing the car.
But what I don't get, is the judge does the call but doesn't know that the car has actually been successfully removed from the city. He
Facts.
called too early. I would have called the next, like later on in the day, give him enough time because you don't know what time they're going to come and collect. You don't know what. So now you've done that, you've initiated, you've actually sent someone to jail
Yeah.
that didn't do anything. And then they find the bit of the car, the motorcycle underneath the car
And
to
now-
add to everything else. At that point, I'm taking Adam to jail. I'm taking him there because we're not gonna let someone else go. Do you know what I mean? I just felt bad.
The
for him,
most
man.
peak thing is the first court scene is of Kofi's mum. How small is New Orleans?
That was a
Like,
six.
yeah.
That scene,
I like how they did
I
that.
like the link.
That was
Yeah.
also a hook. That was
Yeah.
also a hook because the way he handled that was sick, and that just showed. But that they did that on purpose to show
What kind
he's
of
a
person
good guy.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What judge rocks up to someone's yard to check
To
something
just look
like
and
that?
see if a bullet could have gone the wrong way, or if you can watch someone doing something.
It was
Yeah,
a- it
from
was
the
a shot-
bathroom.
It's a shotgun
yeah,
house, so
shotgun
therefore
house.
that means you can see from the
You can
front
you
door
can shoot from
to the
front
back door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I learned something that day.
and obviously the
Trust me.
the police officer was
He
saying
was lying.
under oath that he witnessed
Kofi's mum.
with the drugs
I
in
did
the
the
bathroom.
drugs, but-
shoving it up her nun.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like, nah, she definitely did it. Looks like she done it before. She was doing skills and things.
Funny
or
because
whatever.
when I went to their house,
Innit?
I can't see you now. Can
the
you
look
see
on
round
his
corners?
face,
Because
bruv.
I can't see round
So
corners.
you're a liar.
He looked at him
I
like,
was like,
what?
preach. You could just see the mum like
Yeah.
smiling, like.
And Eugene as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
He
yeah,
was
that's how we
there.
got introduced to him
Yeah.
first.
I feel
Yeah.
sorry for Eugene, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, victims of circumstance. That's what I'm saying.
But it's
But this is
ironic.
reality, though.
Yeah, this is what happens.
It's
is
ironic
reality.
though if you clock it, because obviously he's a good judge, even though you know, the other lawyers came to him and was like, bruv, you keep letting murderers and all these lot free. And it's like, well, no, not actually. I'm just, you know, saving the community. But now you look at it, and for me, I think he deeped it when what was her name? Lee, Detective
Yeah.
Lee, not Detective Lee, the
Judge,
lawyer.
yeah.
Yeah. When she turned to him and was like, bruv, I understand your reasoning and I understand you done it because you don't want Adam to die and all that, but a whole family has died, 3 kids,
Yep.
parent, and then Kofi Jones, all them things. You left Eugene all alone without no family. Is that justification?
Yeah.
And he was kind of like, go on then, make the call.
The thing that pisses me
Make
off.
the call.
Make the call. Make the call if you think I'm a bad person. Make the call. I would have been like, okay,
Bruv,
I'm
listen,
making the call.
I would have been like,
hello,
you got minutes,
innit?
yeah? Bring your
But what
phone.
makes it worse as well is that he was beating her, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, in her
That
head...
was
did
weird
they
though,
get
though.
to?
How old are they?
Did they get- yeah, he was a he was a teacher.
There was an age
Wait.
difference. There was an age
There
difference.
was an issue.
But she's a grown woman, so.
But also
it
the
is what it
teacher.
is. Yeah, the teacher.
That was a bit. Yeah, that was a bit
Franny.
pedophilic, but you know.
But, yeah, I mean, so that pissed her off more because it was like, you don't want me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You got involved with me because it benefited you.
Mm.
So the emotional, you know, tie was in play there.
There's so many side, like
Sub
storylines.
stories, yeah.
Because even
There
the black
was.
judge as well. That whole thing was.
Yeah.
What about the guy who tried
That was
blackmailing?
peak.
Oh yeah, good for him to be honest.
I know.
he was getting on my nerves. He didn't do it properly.
Nah, he was funny. He was funny because the funny thing is, yeah, he called his bluff. He was like, yeah, you ain't got evidence. Because the judge thought he was bad, bruv. He was bad
Then he sent him a video.
Got the piece, and then he was like, listen, I know this stuff, yeah, and you ain't got no evidence. 10 minutes later, man's receiving a video of his son going,
Getting petrol.
see, when you see that, it's just like, oh, okay,
Adam's
fair
an
play,
idiot,
big man.
But then the
I'll
car.
give you a piece.
So he bought him a boat.
But do you know
But
what don't make
he
sense?
put it on finance.
Man financed it.
So,
So
yeah.
you're putting your name on it, and then you're giving it to someone. It don't make sense,
It's
bro.
dumb. It's dumb.
Don't make sense. But that just shows you how out of his depth.
Yeah, this is not
He
his
was.
territory.
And desperate times, man.
Desperate
Desperate times.
measures. Desperate time for desperate measures.
But no, there was bare little sad stories.
Even the dog. The whole
Yeah.
side thing of the dog having to take medicine, the banana.
About when he dropped the
And then-
dog down the stairs.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's it. I was
so
thinking of you when I was watching that.
So this is something Ben would do, right?
Hey, I don't drop my
No, I
dog
was just
yet.
thinking, I wonder how Ben feels watching this. Like, that's what I was
Bad
thinking.
thing.
I don't drop my dog.
No, I don't expect you to.
You downstairs, so there's nothing to drop.
You don't need to rush like that.
Yeah, we'd like to.
Oh, man.
And the dog ate a piece of brain. There's just so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then vomited it back
What,
up.
what-
yeah,
what's
that
your
was-
guys'
Even-
thoughts on the detective?
I think she was good at her job. She definitely did her job.
Personally, I can't lie. If I was the judge, I'd be pissed off with her because he kind of asked her tried to in a polite way, don't worry, don't get involved. But because she was like, no, don't worry, I'm gonna sort this out for you. Like, I'm gonna make sure we find out what happened to your car. And it's because she was sick at her job and she was good. She obviously found out the truth in the end.
Not just that. I feel like she had some kind of feelings for him because
Really?
when I mean feelings, they don't have to be sexual feelings. Just feelings as in like, right, like I'm your rider, like
Oh,
your
yeah,
boyfriend.
your mate.
Because I also
Because
feel
it
like
was
she had
about
something
the
to
mother.
prove as well.
Yeah, that as well actually, because it was. He mentioned, because remember he gave a massive sob story about, oh yeah, because you know the car just reminds me of my wife and the fact that someone stole it on her and on her death anniversary. If you're a detective, you're thinking
Suspicious.
someone stole the car 1 year after, and the person that stole the car is also linked to the gang that killed your wife. If I'm a detective, I'm
can't
not
let it go.
sleeping at night thinking
you
about
can't
that.
let it go.
Yeah, that's what she didn't know. That's why.
See, if he had known, he wouldn't have called the best of the best.
Yeah,
Called the
that's
best
definitely.
lawyer, called the best
True,
detective.
true.
He
They've
even
all
got the
figured it
candidate
out.
for mayor involved. Like, there was just too many good heads involved for him to get away with everything.
Yeah.
But
And I think because he set the ball rolling in terms of he was gonna admit it.
Mm-hmm.
He was gonna, do things properly because he set the ball in motion. That is what made him fumble, essentially. But for me, it was the guy that reminded me of Tate, and I can't remember his name.
The
It
candidate
was
for the
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
Charlie, bruv, that guy reminds me of Tate from Power.
Charlie.
Yeah, he was in
He's in something, innit?
He was
And I
in-
can't remember what
he
he's
was in
in
on
bare
Idris
things.
The Wire.
Who reminded you of Tate?
Charlie, the black guy with a hat on the side, and he's like, "I'm running for
He
mayor."
looked like a saxophone player.
Oh wow!
He did.
Jazzman.
He looked like he just plays jazz like.
But the accent cracked me up.
Like, he
Yeah.
looked like it.
He goes, I'm going to run for mayor.
Nah, listen. The best part was the barbershop.
Yeah, the barbershop bit. I like the barbershop.
He's doing the
bit.
speech,
Yeah.
and then the judge walks in, and he's like, "Yeah, come in." And everyone's like,
He's like, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome. Everybody welcome here.
But I thought he was bad for that because if that's your bro,
Literally best friends.
man was like, "Yeah, you're my brother."
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm your brother, why are you not telling me the whole story?
Yeah.
It would have benefited
Yeah.
him so long ago if he told him.
Because he would have been able to help him and
Yeah.
actually do it properly. Like if he was trying to get rid of the car, if he knew the full contents. Because don't forget, we later find out that he's actually Adam's godfather.
And he loves Adam like a son.
He loves Adam like he's his son.
I appreciate it though when he switched at
Franny.
Michael though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
I appreciate it when he switched at Michael. He's like, nah, fuck you. He's like, nah, fuck you.
But yeah, like I feel like he would have been able to help them because obviously he's got his strings. He knew
Well,
he
he's the
knows
one who
people.
started it.
Exactly, he started the ball of events. But if he knew the full context of why we need to get rid of this car, then they probably
got rid of
had
it
someone
properly.
look under the car, make sure everything's clean,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. Then
You could argue though that the reason why he didn't tell him was because he's running for mayor.
probably
Yeah.
he doesn't want to get him involved.
Yeah, didn't want to.
Too
Leave
late.
him in. Trust me.
Even the whole police thing
Mayor corrupt police.
was mad, but there's always corrupt
Bears,
police. Man.
Yeah.
bears,
The only legit one was the flipping
Line of
receptionist
duty.
guy. Like,
pending. But what I don't understand is, what are they scared of? That's what I'm thinking.
Who?
And all these corrupt police, because I think to myself,
The Baxters.
yeah, but I think to myself, you're police, right? You're meant to be powerful. And the only way how these guys can stand against you is if they've got you. Because if the Baxters didn't have any police officers on their payroll, bruv, they'll be getting arrested left, right, and centre.
The thing is, clearly there's a big context.
Mm.
Clearly there's a big history there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I mean? Because they're not new mafia. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he looks like they're getting on the parents. So you can imagine that when they were a bit younger, he was probably nuts. Hence why they were a bit scared of him.
Mm.
So I think it's one of those ones with the writers probably their intention was to kind of make you assume.
Mm.
Do you get what I mean? But yeah, I think the writers just wanted us to kind of picture that and assume the context of all that. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
also, these lot could probably get away with killing a couple of police officers. To be honest.
They can. Because it's... But this is what I don't understand because, like, even I thought Nancy Castillo was quite brave.
what, the daughter?
No,
No,
the detective.
Oh.
Because
Oh.
she was like to
She
my
didn't care,
man,
innit? She didn't care.
she was like, brother, I'm watching you, innit?
Yeah.
I'm watching you, watching him, watching
She was
me,
literally
I'm
like-
watching you.
She was like, "Are you lost? Did you forget where you parked your car?"
like-
she was like,
As if to say...
Yo, big up
and-
though.
Yeah,
like,
well,
I
yeah,
love the
definitely.
energy, yeah.
But also, like, don't be dumb.
Yeah.
Because she knew that the other guy...
Yeah, but do you know what I didn't get? That he's always got one guard. He's always
Oh,
got,
Frankie.
He's always got one.
Is
the
it the
Scottish
Irish or the
fire.
Scottish?
no, but he looks
but
like
Frank- you know
he
Jimmy's
looks like he'll
Scottish.
do something.
Yeah.
So Jimmy's Scottish. But I mean, yeah, I don't get it. He's always got one guy.
Yeah.
Like, where's his squad?
He don't need it. That's the thing. He's in his...
He's that scary.
He's in his ends. So
Yeah.
it's like, no one's going to touch me. But what I didn't understand is, this detective, she felt so comfortable knowing that Brendan, who is the... He must be like the chief of police or whoever.
Yeah.
The higher up in the police.
He's the dickhead.
Yeah. So for me, I'm thinking...
But she didn't clock until later.
True.
It's because he was so
True.
obviously talking to the lawyer. Like,
Yeah.
so obviously.
Like he knew him. Like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, we've met before. We've
But
done some
that's-
crossing.
That's risky, bro.
So speaking of lawyers, can I say that lawyer that had like hair like a witch? She was sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, of
very
course.
good.
Yeah, like a
Very
witch.
good.
Yeah, she was really good. And
For
every
me-
time Michael tried to like divert everything. She came right back and she was like coming with every
Yep.
evidence, like every
Vim.
single.
What? The first thing she said.
Her
in court-
opening. Listen, you
She
see
was
that?
banging.
That because it's like basically she was quoting someone in it.
Yeah.
But the words
It
that
sounded like she was
used
saying
were
it directly
vulgar.
to someone.
So it's almost like she
was
walked
like,
over
"Fuck
to
you.
the jury.
Fuck you up the ass.
And they were
Yeah,
like,
that's
and they were like,
exactly
you can't
it.
talk like that. No,
That's exactly
I'm
it.
quoting the
Yeah.
guy that is on the stand. Like
That for me was a hook because literally
Annalise
Everyone-
Keaton
everyone was-
vibes.
That's it. When she said it, I was like, if I'm on the jury, I'll be like, excuse me,
Innit?
talking to you.
Innit? I was like,
Bruv.
shit.
But I think for me
No, she was good.
personally, that's when the show picked up. Like the court bit was when I was like, okay, let me sit up.
It was very interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Because it's like
Very
you want to
interesting.
figure out how is he going to maneuver this, because he's got Carlo's dad, which is Jimmy, sitting, and the mom, his wife Gina, sitting in the courts. They're every eye. They know that you need to get my son out, or we're going to expose you because you're the one. Like, we're doing you a favor.
Yeah, they think he killed the son.
Exactly at this point. So it's like, right. So I've got to maneuver, because if they find out it was me, then I'm dead. But then if they actually find out it isn't me and it was actually Adam,
Adam's dead.
So it's like all of this is kind of like, how is he gonna maneuver? So like, yeah, I definitely like all the scene, but his lawyer, that Carlo's lawyer, the Baxter's lawyer, he ain't that
He
good.
was dead.
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
He was like, I didn't know that there was this scene. Like, how
Yep.
do you not look
Every
at the
single
stuff?
day he wants to be saying, oh no, we can't be talking about that. We can't be talking about
Yeah,
that.
objection.
Exactly. Every
Do you know
day.
what pissed me off about him? Yeah. Now,
He looked weird. He looked weird.
no, for me, it's he didn't have the sense. Like normally, these lot pay for top lawyers. Yeah. How are you gonna get the star witness, the person on trial, to say, "Oh yeah, he opened the door and then he came in and then he shut the door."
When there's video.
The evidence is there, brother. You can review
It's
the
a
evidence
prison.
yourself.
Yeah, the door was open for him
Exactly.
to walk
That's the
in.
biggest fumble. It's almost like he wanted him to go to bed. That like it's that bad. And Michael, for me, that kind of put Michael,
Yeah.
in a sticky position. So it was like,
You can only
You
divert
can
it
tell
so
the judge.
much.
How many times the judge was
Innit?
like,
Yeah.
like,
He's like,
I'm
gonna
doing
have
your
to
job
help him.
for you,
Yeah.
basically.
let's be honest. If he wasn't trying to twist the result
It would
of
be
it,
so good.
it would have been over.
yeah, shut,
Yeah.
close,
Yeah, it would've been
down.
over
First
ages
day.
It would have been
ago.
over like first day. Yeah,
First
100%.
day.
But now the lawyer, she was
She
very
was
good.
so good.
She didn't give a fuck as well. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, look at her hair. She didn't care about her hair, so
Mad thing.
she didn't. She
Wow.
didn't
Yeah, but I mean, neither does Boris. So
Yeah.
yeah, and he don't care about it in the country.
God.
She don't care about the court. He don't care about the country. Yeah, what I said it anyway.
yeah,
How did you not feel when Kofi died?
I was upset. I can't lie, because even when they show how graphic his
Yeah, the beat up.
wounds were and stuff. It's like fucking hell.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
it
they
was
were
just so
bashing his
sad.
brain
It
in.
was just so sad
Yeah, it
that
was
he just
sad.
got caught up in everything, and he had nothing to do with it. All he was told was to get the keys and drive the car.
Didn't even
somewhere.
have a choice.
What
Yeah,
what I
trust.
wanted to say earlier about Kofi was that you can they purposely showed the kind of innocence about him and the kind of childlike still in him, where he found the baseball,
Yeah.
where he found the baseball in the car, and he's oh yeah, like he was just like happy.
He was quite smart though. What
He's
he did
a
at the
smart
station.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was like, "What's that sandwich? Yeah,
Yeah.
Let me have that, bro."
because he was
He
hungry.
almost
Innit?
walked out
But the
as
thing is, you
well.
can tell that
Yeah.
at the end of the day, he's one of those guys where he needs to hustle to get by.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying? So that for him wasn't difficult. It was normal.
And they didn't have much.
He had nothing, bro.
yeah. No, they didn't. And the thing is, what I liked and what I appreciated that they showed was that, despite him being part of the Desire Gang, he was still like doing his education and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Went to
So
do his
for-
GED.
Yeah, so for me it was like, right, like you're actually trying to do something, and obviously, Little Mo
Yeah.
was also like, oh yeah, Kofi didn't want you to join and all that.
He was a
Hated
waste
him.
man.
So,
I hated him.
bruv,
He was a waste man.
Hated him.
he's one of them ones where it's like, yeah, I'm a gangster, but then
You're not.
yeah, you know them ones
He's
where
a
someone
bitch.
sticks it on you, it'll be like,
Innit?
He's a bitch.
yeah, literally.
But speaking of Desire, did anyone clock that it was the woman who was the boss?
Yeah,
Big Mo.
Did
of
you-
Yeah,
course.
that was the
Yeah.
main.
That's quite obvious.
Yeah, but I didn't clock until he went in the kitchen and there's all the women in the kitchen, innit? From
Yeah,
the
that's when we
funeral.
met her, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what we-
but
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
expect
Oh,
that
oh.
one of those women was going to
Oh.
be the boss?
Oh hell yeah.
Because it was just like all mums in
I
the
wasn't really
kitchen talking,
surprised,
like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like aunties and that cooking food and
Yeah.
that. He just
That
like,
was
okay.
That was rude though. They're laughing when somebody's grieving their mum.
They,
then-
no,
They were
that
kiki
then
nothing.
when he
And
walked
And then
in-
they saw him. They were like,
yeah.
Yeah, when he walked in, they all like switched off. They all walked out and she stayed there and she was like, hmm. And I was like, Right, who's this then?
Yeah, nah, I clocked.
You can tell she's a boss.
Yeah.
She was
Just the
sick.
way she moves.
It's the
Yeah.
mannerisms, the attitude.
She was
it was,
sick.
yeah.
And when she left the money there, testing Eugene.
Listen, I would have
Look,
taken
if I was
that.
Eugene, I would have
Eugene's smart though.
I'd
But
have
Eugene's
taken
a real what? He's smarter than
He knows
Griffey.
that because he's got a roof over his head.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
smart.
He's smart, but he lost a lot. Oh my god, that scene, yeah, when he was walking,
Walking
up to the house,
home and the house goes.
and the house exploded. I was just like, no.
Ah,
they're taking
yeah.
the piss.
That.
And you know,
yeah.
I was actually saying to Giles that if they're smart, they should have checked it if everyone was in the house. Make sure if you're gonna
That's
do all
true.
of them, do all of them. Don't
Yeah.
leave one because he's the one that's always. Whenever you leave, whenever in those situations, whenever you watch a
You
film
left
or
the
show,
wrong one out, man.
you
It's
left the
always
wrong one
revenge.
out
Yeah.
because they're the ones that's gonna come for revenge. And what happened?
I don't think they even thought about that. They just
No,
wanted
they just
to.
wanted to scare.
But
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
who made that call? So, well, not who made the call, who actioned the call.
Yeah, it was the Baxters.
Right. No, but it was the dad. And this is
No,
what I
it was
mean.
the, it was
about-
the
It was
wife.
the
No,
wife.
she made the call, but the dad actioned it.
Yeah.
And this is what I mean about the dad. I don't feel like
He didn't want to.
He's so
no.
moist, man.
They just portrayed him
Pisses me
in,
off,
like, as
man.
weakness. Because for me, these mob bosses, yeah, they know. All right, look, if I'm about my business, then I'm not about to wage a war for no reason. So by him doing that, he's waging a war, and he knows he is. Man didn't even do his research. The DNA results still ain't come back for the asthma
bloody
pump.
inhaler.
So it's like, how are you making moves without knowing the details and then realizing after, oh,
Yeah.
okay,
He did
my
do it.
bad.
Yeah. But then actually, if you think about it, you know, when we in the first, it's the first or second episode where is it Frankie, the Scottish man, the Scottish bodyguard, he finds the inhaler. And
Yeah.
obviously he was like, I'm gonna go and take. Why is it taking so long to get one? Why is it taking so
We
long
still
to
ain't
get
got
the DNA? We saying
To this
DNA.
day.
But then
Today,
also, he was the one that was rallying, saying, "Yeah, it's the Desire Crew. It's the Desire
Yeah,
Crew. Like
yeah.
it's because of this. It's because of that."
'cause he
I
wanted
feel
to
like he has an
fight.
alternate. He's got
He
an
has
alternative
alternative,
motive.
wanted to fight.
alternative
He's
motives.
probably beating his wife. He's probably beating Jimmy's wife.
I think he was bored. And I think he just wanted like a shootout or, you know them ones where
Start
you wake
trouble.
up and it's like, oh yeah.
It's too
You know,
quiet
someone's
in the
shooting at us.
streets,
Yeah, it's too quiet, you know? Gotta play a bit
Yeah,
of
but
GTA.
Desire's not the ones to mess with. Like when
Not
you
at
see
all.
that woman, you just know they're not the ones to mess with.
They're
Like,
about
she
their
don't play
business.
games. Like she's like, we're just gonna wait and we'll do it at the right time. We're gonna wait.
Mm.
Obviously, Eugene couldn't wait, and I felt like in his position, it feels like they're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like they're going to court, nothing's come out of it. There's no justice for my brother,
Yeah,
no
no.
justice for my mum.
The
my
lawyer was
siblings,
obviously.
nothing. The lawyer was trying, but
She tried.
it's do you know one thing? Yeah, about her. Did you not hear her British accent?
No.
No.
Whenever she was talking, whenever she was talking, I was like, what is this accent?
Yeah.
She
no,
British?
Yeah.
You googled it.
Afterwards, yeah, because I was like, why is she talking like this?
Yeah.
And it was like British born. I was
What's
like,
she been in
yeah.
before? I swear.
She,
Yeah, I've seen
I
her.
saw her in
I've seen her in a couple
the
of stuff. Let me
Millionaires
see.
thing on Netflix.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
No.
She's not in Notorious, is she?
Madam CJ Walker. That's what I saw her in.
Is she in
She's in something
Notorious?
else.
Selma,
Notorious B.I.G.
Purge Anarchy,
Oh, that's the one, Purge.
Self-Made, True Detective,
Purge, it's Purge.
Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, she's in
Oh, no,
Fantastic
Fantastic
She's in
Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I recognise her face. Is it the first one or second one?
Both.
Has the second one been out?
Acting.
The Doolittle.
Oh, mad.
Second come a long time.
Bro, I told you she's in bare
Second one, Jude
things.
Lord, isn't it?
So maybe she is the same age as Michael, bro, but just
No, don't.
She just
don't.
No,
looks-
she was a student.
She
of
just
the
looks
man.
better, innit?
She's probably like a couple years.
In
like
fact,
10.
so speaking of the same age, listen, this whole. Firstly, yeah. In fact, no, it's time.
Is it time?
It's time, Adam.
I was about to
Listen,
say
how much
that.
time do we have left? Because I hate this kid.
Nah, let me
so
tell you
much.
why. Because for me, yeah, what really pissed me off is the fact that you're sleeping with your teacher.
Oh,
yeah?
my days.
And then you go and tell her, oh, by the way,
Hold on.
I'm the one
Stop,
that killed
stop, stop.
Rocco.
You're-
No, hold
stop,
on.
stop.
No, I need to get this out.
No.
And then, yeah, man went and he's being a new thing, mum. What
The
are you doing?
sister of the boy that you killed, whose
Rah,
dad will kill you
rah,
today.
rah, rah.
Nah.
When he finds
Today.
out you're the one that killed
Alright,
him.
listen,
What did he
listen.
think that Thea was going to do when she finds out you killed him? I
I don't know how long it's gonna
rewind,
take.
rewind.
He's flipping worse than
Let's
Louise.
start.
I'm so upset.
Let's start from the beginning because you guys just went straight to the end.
Nah, he
Like,
left his
boom.
DMs open so she could free it. Fam. Honestly, rookie, man.
The
First of
guy
all-
from the get-go is the idiot. So he started the whole thing. Yeah.
Accidentally, though.
He
I
got
do feel
shook.
sorry for him.
He got shook from these guys that were just eyeing him up, yeah. And
Hold on, pause. Realistically, though,
I'll
I
be
mean, come
scared.
on. It, like, you have to look at him and then imagine him in like ends, and then him walking on road and
I'm just
Mandeville,
dropping
like,
off flowers to my mum's. To the
I'm
side where my
surprised
mum
he didn't
died.
cry,
Yeah,
if
he had
I'm
an
honest.
asthma attack.
Yeah,
he did. He had an asthma attack.
He was so scared he had an asthma attack.
So yeah, I mean, he had an asthma attack because he got shook, and then he killed Rocco, which started it all off. He handled that situation so poorly, So
The washing
poorly.
machine bit was just a joke.
Not even that. The petrol station.
Yeah, the petrol.
Who goes to pitch? Just let your car dry out and just
Innit?
get home.
Push it home.
And then what makes me...
I would've
What,
left
do you know what
the car
wind me up? What wind me up is that
Wipe the
I
thing.
think from that point on,
Had to get
you
rid
could
of
you could kind of allow him because it was like, look, you're 17, you clearly have no fucking idea in life, and you've just done a madness, so you're not thinking straight. Who knows what to do in that situation? Fair enough. Okay, great. But then from that point on, his dad was so on it to help him. And he did literally everything the opposite what his dad asked him to do. Yeah, his dad basically said to him, just be streetwise, just be on the ball, like, listen to what I say, do what I do. Yeah, this is serious shit. Yeah, and he just kind of went against his dad every time, like a spoilt brat prick. Do you get what I mean? Because like, there was times where he's like, listen, yeah, if you don't do this, you will die. So he was just like, but why can't I do this though? And it's like, are you fucking... do you know what I mean? It's like, I'll punch you. Like,
That's why I should have went to jail.
Yeah, he should have went to
I
jail.
think he just needed to go to jail to
He
learn
should've
the hard
jail.
truth.
like, everything he did was just so dumb, bruv. And then like, what, for example, getting his nan involved.
Yeah.
Bruv.
Yeah, she was a dick. And then invited everyone around for dinner.
Yep.
The detective, the lawyer. It's like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you
Trying to
doing?
play happy families like everything's okay. Everything's not.
I can't
okay.
lie. I started to rate him when he was beating his girl, the teacher. I was like, "Raw, okay, yeah, you're doing well there." And then, and then I thought to myself, "Hold on,
Mad thing.
hold on, let's rewind." She's an idiot because it's like, why you? One, he's underage for you, yeah, and you're his teacher. No matter if he's punching or not. But the problem is as well, is like, what's he bringing to you? He's an idiot. He looks like he's petrified of everything.
She loves him though.
You know that cartoon,
Yeah.
The Cowardly Dog, on Cartoon Network. Do you remember
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Love coward.
Yeah,
Courage.
where he's
Courage,
just
yeah,
shaking
that's
all the
it.
time.
Yeah.
He's just like, like that's how he looks. He looks like a wimp, right? So I don't know what she saw in him. Like, you know, his talent of taking photos. Behave yourself. So she's an idiot, right? And then she fell deep for him. And then what makes it worse, he, as you mentioned, he told her. She's like, don't tell me. And he goes, I killed someone. Oh, you.
See, I get it though. I get why he did, because it's like
He's burning him, innit?
Yeah,
He's
it's
burning
them
him.
ones
Needed
where
to
you
tell
have
someone.
to
Bruv, get a
tell
diary.
someone. Thank you, journal it, bro.
Voice note yourself. Like, I don't
Furthermore,
know.
not her. She's a
don't do that.
teacher.
Yes,
That's
that's
evidence.
Yeah,
She's
She's
got
not family.
legal obligations, bruv.
It's just so dumb, and I think also the thing that upset me the most is him building a relationship with the sister.
Rocco's sister.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rocco's sister.
Fia, is
How
it?
did you think? Yeah, Sophia. Yeah. How did you think that was gonna end? Like, did you think you were gonna get married, have kids, grow old, die, and then she'll find out when you're gone?
But that
Like,
tells me he's
You know what?
a psychopath.
What the teacher, his
Like,
ex,
he's
he's
missing.
let's say his
Yeah.
ex now, yeah.
Franny.
What she said to him was bang on. She's like, listen,
Fascinating.
I'm talking to you like a big man right now, yeah. I'm not talking to you like the psycho ex. I'm not talking to you like that. I'm being real with you, yeah. What you told me is peak. What you're doing is dumb, yeah. You need to understand what you're doing is dangerous, yeah. And I'm only saying this to you because obviously you know I feel for you, innit, yeah. But he ain't listening.
Nope.
He's like, oh, why are you like getting involved, like? And you're just thinking, stop thinking I'm coming at you.
from like an ex.
Yeah, like fuck's sake.
She was moving petty though in the
In
coffee
the-
shop.
in the coffee
yeah,
shop.
yeah, that was
Did
bad
you see when
petty.
she kicked Sophia's
Yeah,
shoe?
listen.
She was like, nice shoes. I was like,
I was thinking,
excuse
yeah,
me?
try that
Do you know
again,
who
big
my dad
man.
is?
If I don't kick you in the shin pad, bro.
Bitch, please.
Trust me.
My last name's Baxter. I'm like, what? Sorry.
It was just the whole relationship was annoying. Like,
It was good what she did to she said to Charlie though, because Charlie came stuck it on her.
Yeah.
Because in the end, Adam ended up telling Charlie he's goddad.
Yeah, but not the whole
he knows
story.
He didn't
No.
tell him this whole
Bro,
story,
this is what I mean about
He's
this
just telling him about
anime,
the girls.
bruv. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He
And
was
that-
gonna tell him though, but I think he thought, do you know what? Let me not tell him. He was
Yeah.
gonna tell him.
So then that's when
That would
he
have been a
goes,
smarter person to
Yeah.
tell, not your bloody.
Charlie's like,
teacher
you know,
that
I've
don't
got
wanna
your
be
back.
with.
I've got your back. Sticks it on the teacher. Listen, man. Listen, darling. You will go to prison. Yeah, and then she was just like, yeah, he killed someone.
Innit? And the thing is, he couldn't say.
couldn't
nothing.
pretend that he knew.
He was just like,
He tried to style it out. He tried to style it out. He's gonna style it out. Then
Yeah.
he thought,
You can't pretend.
what?
yeah.
He was just like,
It was
hold on, what?
all on
Yeah,
his face,
you can't
bruv.
pretend.
All on his face.
It's just that she looked the same age as him though.
Who? Or
The
Adam?
teacher.
Yeah, she did. She
She looked
did.
the same age.
Yeah,
as
she
him.
didn't look much older than him.
Do you know what's peak?
So he was 17,
Why-
she was probably like
Yeah.
21.
Why would you leave your job to leave
For this
to go
small
to New York.
boy.
These times you don't even know if he got you don't even know if he got accepted. Why did you leave your job?
Because I love him and he takes good
You
photos.
don't even know if he's accepted in the school. You don't even know if he's going. And she's like, yeah, I left my job. I've been applying for new jobs in
How
New
do you know he
York.
still wants to be with you
Honestly,
when he goes to New York?
Clearly he
she got
did.
slapped in the face with that information. And the fact that Adam's dad kept coming and begging her for advice and help and stuff like that, it was just too much.
Yeah, so what she said to Adam, though, about fantasizing over the fact that he was involved the whole situation, she didn't know, but then you was getting on and, you know, you was basically been a creep, basically. And, yeah, he needed to just kind of realise what he was doing was dumb. I felt in that sense, you feel sorry for the sister. But sometimes as the episodes went on, I started to think, if she found out the truth, what would she do?
I feel like she'd do something about it.
I feel like she'll kill him.
I feel like she'll play along.
I reckon she's
She'll set up the-
I reckon
she'll set
she
up-
would.
She's
She's a
bust.
backstar.
Yeah, she's
Like,
a
set him
backstar.
up.
Because I don't think Rocco ever was a backstar. Carlo's a psycho, so I think she definitely, because she was like,
She's
she was
smart.
She was just going in her own lane. She didn't care about the rules. Like she was just, she would have done.
Yeah, I
something.
feel like she was. You know, normally you get the dumb hype one. You get the smart you get the dumb crazy one. You get the smart one that you really don't want to F with because they're the most dangerous. And then you get the one that just doesn't fit
care.
the profile. She was the one that will be like, fam, it may not be now, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be in a month, but just know she's coming for you.
Yeah.
And I feel like if they do a season 2, because obviously they've left it wide open, I feel like that is going to be something that we will see and that they will build on. But
so as
crazy.
we've now basically said it now, clocked. As we've gone through all these different characters and stuff, each one slowly finds out the truth of the whole thing. And it gets to a point where it's like, raw. Basically, everyone knows. But then as that happens, the court case finishes. Yeah. Michael does his job. He doesn't let Carlo go to prison. But it don't end there, does it? It gets peaked because obviously...
before you go, was
What?
he satisfied with the ending?
The end of the
Yes.
series. The series.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
the
was.
end is-
Because
yeah.
I told you how much I don't like Adam, bro.
Okay. Was he satisfied?
I want Carlo to die. I'm not gonna lie.
He died.
Okay.
I'd rather watch Carlo die than Adam.
Okay, was he satisfied?
I was, but I wasn't. And the reason why I say I was because Adam was annoying. But I think they could have kept it a little bit longer, let him burn a little bit longer into the next season, and then have her figure out, and I would have loved to see how that would have unraveled. Like, how long would they be able to keep this lie?
True.
More,
Okay.
just even if it was at the beginning of next season.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen now? So, okay, let's
Well,
get back to that.
Yeah, get back to...
Let's get back to that. So yeah, I think slowly people disappear from the scene now. So the sick lawyer, she's out of the picture now. Do you know what I mean? The other lawyer's out of the picture. The nan, Charlie,
the dog.
yeah. Like slowly they break down to the main people, and it gets to a point right at the end, or when they finish, just before they finish the court scene, of where they hear the tape, and it's the breathing, and the whole time they think it's Rocco who can't breathe, trying to call 911 himself. But as we know, it was Adam having an asthma attack. And then Adam, the dickhead, kept coming to court. For what reason, I don't know.
Wasn't welcome.
Stay the fuck away, bro. Stay
Before
the
you get to
fuck
the end,
away.
did you see the way his dad switched when he saw him hugging or whatever he did? With
Yeah.
Sophia?
Yeah, 'cause
Like,
remember,
just
he didn't
bruv,
know.
After all of this, you're doing that.
Yeah, in the court, because he didn't know.
Yeah,
he knew he had a
He
team.
knew he was handed to his
Yeah,
dad 'cause
and he
he's
was
But
just-
dumb.
that's when
he
the main
clocked
Baxter
everything.
clocked as well.
Yeah,
because he looked back and he was like, oh no, you didn't,
yeah.
motherfucker. And then he kind
That's
of
your son?
realized.
Yeah.
Raw. But yeah, go on.
So yeah, the dads are vexed in their own ways.
Yeah, both of them.
But then it was when, so obviously he ran out because after hearing the
Hyperventilating.
video of himself having the asthma attack, he couldn't handle it. So I have another asthma attack. So he goes outside in the hallway, court finishes, the parents go out because they're emotional, and all they hear is,
It was beautiful.
and they both look
such a nice-
Such a
slowly.
beautiful shot.
They both look slowly
It was
at
like a
Adam.
silhouette, like.
And they both of them like parallel. What's the word?
What's the word?
They just both looked at him.
Just move on. Just
I know he's trying to paint this
You know when you
paint
want the word
picture.
'cause
At the
it's
same
there.
time, they both
In unison.
clock like, oh my days, it's him.
He's in slow motion.
Do you know what I mean?
pressing
And
it.
everything just makes sense.
That's what you heard.
Everything just makes sense like that. And that's when it's peak. And what makes it worse is that they both know, obviously, that he's dating their daughter. And that must burn them even more.
Well.
See, I can't lie. I thought the mum was just gonna push him out the window. Or something.
Yeah, I thought that
as well.
I thought
That's what I was
that. He was
waiting
standing next to a
for.
huge
Yeah.
window.
I thought that.
I just thought they was gonna go run and push him out.
Because
But
obviously
that's
not
when
the
they're
dad.
that's when they're mad, because they were like, you know what, this dickhead's been playing us this whole time. That's what I'd be thinking. That I can't lie. If I was the parents, I'd be mad.
Yeah.
You're what? So you're beating my daughter and you killed my son?
But
Like,
that's
you
what
fucking
makes
dumb.
it worse, because it's not even that you're playing us, it's that you're playing my daughter, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you've taken away one child, and now you're using the other child as your
You're gonna think
plaything.
it's a motive.
Yeah,
You've got a
facts.
motive.
So everything's
Facts.
sweet. They've got a party at the hotel because they've got their own hotel.
Yeah, they're celebrating, innit?
And then you get the judge Michael goes home, thinking, yeah,
Thinking it's all done.
I'm done. I've had my run, because this guy loves running,
He
boy.
reminds me
Bruv.
of Ghost.
Innit?
Yeah.
Bare runs in the
Innit?
gilets and that, bro.
And then what, from Power? And then he gets a phone call, and it's Jimmy, and he's like, your son's here. And he was like, no, he goes, he's here. Yeah, he goes, he didn't say his son. He goes, he's here. He's like, what? And he goes, and I know. And wait and see what I'm gonna do to him. Boop. Oh my days. He like shits himself.
I thought that bit was hilarious. Like, because the fact that he tried to get in, and then
Security.
yeah, and then the security was like,
Nope.
nah, bruv, you ain't going nowhere.
Not
So then he
today.
thinks, okay, yeah, this door must be open right next to the security.
They were like,
guards.
it's not.
They didn't even budge.
You
They
know
were
what
just
it's
like,
like? It's
nah, bruv.
How like stereotypical is that when someone tries to get someone, they like jump between the biggest men
Innit?
possible.
As if you're
It's
gonna
like,
drive
man's
a
not
wedge
doing
in
no
between.
Bruv,
dodging.
drop a shoulder, man.
That's it.
Drop a
Bruv.
shoulder. Do you know what I mean? Do a little
These lot-
shimmy.
He basically jumped into their arms, and they were like, nah, bruv, step back.
Do you know
I
what
don't
mean?
know what he thought he was trying to do.
Innit?
Like, this ain't dirty dancing, bro. Like, you ain't gonna like. Do you know what I'm saying?
And I think it was not nice, but at the same time, Eugene's fired up. Like he's bought a gun.
There's a little bit of a power though in this, wasn't there?
Like, yeah, he's
Yeah.
like,
Everyone's there.
No one. He's like,
Who's the
like,
killer?
The law's not gonna do this. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and I think again, a lot of people do that.
Can I just ask though? Yeah. So let's get to it. Yeah. Who shot you? Yeah.
All right.
Let's just throw Ben away.
Innit?
If you've had enough, leave a comment at the bottom. I'm gonna start a petition, guys. If you want to
Hashtag
sign
throw
it.
Ben away.
But no, so
Funny.
a gun goes off, someone dies, and I think you can clock who we felt we was happy about dying. It was Adam.
But I love how they filmed it. So the mere fact that
But technically, it might not have been Eugene. Someone else could have shot him.
No, it was Eugene.
Nah, I'm sure it was Eugene.
Because we saw him load up the gun.
Yeah, but I mean, Jimmy already said he was going to do something to him.
No, but I think Jimmy was gonna wait out.
Yeah.
He was just
But
trying
can I
to
just
stress
say-
the judge out.
What I don't understand is, yeah, Eugene's here, aiming dead in front of him
yeah, and he doesn't clock.
at Rocco.
No one saw
Yeah,
it.
not Rocco. Carlo
Yeah,
hugging his mum, and then Adam is with whoever Thea, like the other side of the room. So I don't get how he could miss that much.
It's because
Well,
he went to hug the mum in that
yeah.
moment.
So if you watch
And then
it
he saw, and then he kind of
closely, because
moved
we
a little bit.
only watched it like earlier today. So what happened was, Eugene's now walked into the room, and I don't understand this in movies and TV series. When someone walks into a room, someone clocks the person,
And
you
it's someone
can't
that's
stand
not a part of
there.
the party.
Bruv, he's the only black guy in there, so it's like you
Even
can't
the
stand there
flipping
for 10
caterers
minutes.
and stuff, no one really paid attention.
Right. So then, obviously, yeah, he's standing there. He pulls out his gun that he's bought, and then he points it up at not Rocco, Carlo. And as he goes to shoot Carlo leans forward and hugs his mum. Had Carlo not leaned forward, it would have hit Carlo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, this is my point. Yeah,
They were behind
Adam
him.
wasn't behind them.
He was.
He was to
He
the
was,
left
he
of them.
No,
was
he
behind
was
them.
behind.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because why would it hit Adam so quickly?
That's what I'm
He
saying,
was
'cause I
literally
felt
behind
like-
him, but in between.
But he was-
because they hugged.
And his dad was busy banging on the window outside in the rain. Adam!
Hey, listen, nah, that was peak because he literally just
He
watched
watched his son die.
Yeah.
Do you think he saw Eugene?
Oh, that's a good question.
If he did, I think.
Can I ask,
have to let
how
it
did he get
fly.
in this time?
I hope he saw Eugene because
Oh,
you
no,
killed
no, no.
Eugene's brother.
So after the gunshots, if you noticed, the security ran in with their guns
Yeah.
like ready. But I really I'm so happy they didn't kill Eugene because I thought that's how they were gonna end it. It was okay, bang, I've shot you, bang bang, they've shot Eugene. Eugene's dead. I thought that's how they were gonna end it. But the fact that Eugene, well, we don't
Got
know.
away.
Eugene,
But,
got,
yeah.
no one knows it's Eugene.
No.
No one knows he
But
was
he dropped
there.
the gun,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Well, yeah, he dropped the
He
gun,
left the gun.
and then everyone was like looking around as if to say, "Rah, who done that?"
I thought he got the gun and went.
No, he,
He
dropped
left
it.
yeah.
Because he was in
was
so much shock.
He didn't
Yeah.
expect it to be Adam.
But realistically, and I don't know how much how realistic this is gonna be. If that's the situation, then you look around, you're gonna think, who doesn't fit in here? Oh, hold on, it's a mafia party, and there's a gang member from Desire here. So they might clock it, but
I thought nobody saw him.
I didn't think no one.
well, he
saw
was
him
still
either.
no
They
one.
must have
I don't think
cameras.
anyone. They have cameras, but I don't
They
think
got
anyone saw him.
cameras.
No one clocked him, but he was standing still. So after he shot and everyone was ducking down, he was just standing there in shock.
Shock,
But
yeah.
Freya,
And then-
is it Freya? Is it Freya? Is that her name?
Oh
Fia.
yeah, Franny. Is it Fia?
Fia.
Fia. She was upset.
That's sad for her, man.
It was
She
sad.
was
You
in
lost your
love.
brother, then you lose your love in your
Innit?
life. that you love.
They were gonna enjoy the gap year together. Like,
But you
Yeah,
see
but we
where
don't know
he's-
if he's dead. Well, he's probably dead.
No,
but
he's
I
he's
mean-
dead.
He's dead. He
I think
died.
he's
You
dead.
see him die.
Yeah, no,
he died.
Yeah,
He
he
took his
definitely
last
got
breath.
shot in the
Yeah,
neck.
you see him
Yeah.
die. You get,
But do
you
you
see
guys,
Jimmy didn't give a fuck.
bruv,
Jimmy was just like, rah.
his daughter
He's like, that
Fia
made it
was
was quicker
bare
than
Yeah,
I
she
like,
was
thought.
devastated.
trying to embrace him, and he was like, "Bro, get off it, let him die, bro. Like, come here, it's alright."
So Michael's just
Michael's
sitting there
outside
crying.
watching
bruv.
his son.
Well, Michael
die.
finally
No, he
comes
came in, didn't it?
He comes in.
Oh yeah, it did come in.
He
He
goes,
was
"Someone
like,
help
yeah,
me!
he's holding him.
Someone
Someone
help me!"
Somebody called
Everyone
her.
was just
Yeah.
looking like,
Everyone was just like, now
The
you
thing
know
is-
how it feels.
I can't lie, I don't feel sorry for him.
No.
Hey, Michael,
No.
"You could have avoided this. He
I
actually
can't
could have been in
lie.
prison."
I'll be really pissed
feel
off
sorry for him.
because
I've
all
done
that
everything.
hard work.
I know.
And all that hard work for
And
this.
when you think about it, who's won?
It reminded me of
The
Gangs in
mafia.
London when the man was trying to get his
Literally.
son away on
Yeah,
the boat
they've won-
and they just
they've
both
won
died.
massive.
Yeah, and it's just pap, everyone.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, because their
I
sons
think what
out
makes
of
it worse is
jail.
that Carlo is still free,
yeah.
But this is my point. They've got everything. Someone's taking the rap for the crime.
except for the Rocco.
He's dead. Well, yeah, but Rocco's avenged as far as they're concerned.
Yeah.
His
His murderer, the person that killed him. Is
yeah.
dead. That's
So
all
the
they
person
really
that killed
wanted.
him and the person that got sent down for it, bruv, they're clean now.
That's
it's a clean
all
slate
they
for them.
wanted. All they wanted was justice for Rocco. They didn't care who they were gonna kill, who was getting in their way, who was gonna be harmed. Like, I think that's why the police initially pinned it on Kofi,
Yeah.
because it was like, it's so easy. Let's just give them an answer. Let's
Mm.
just tell them like who it is or whatever. But justice for Kofi, man, I'm still upset.
Justice
Yeah, I
for
can't
Kofi.
lie. I don't know why that name stuck in my head, but I
Yeah.
think it's because of the
Kofi
injustice.
Jones.
Yeah,
Kofi
so
Jones.
justice
Kofi Jones.
for Kofi Jones.
So,
man.
and plus the lawyer said it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kofi
yeah.
Jones. Kofi
Lee said
Jones.
Kofi Jones. a
every
lot.
sentence was Kofi Jones.
Yeah.
So-
And
Did
she
he
tried.
deserve this?
So, guys, the ending is obviously a bit of a cliffhanger in terms of who shot Adam,
Mm.
what's going to happen next. Do you think there'll be a season 2? I mean, I think it can go two ways. It can definitely be a season 2, or there could not be.
I think there definitely is, and I'll tell you why. Because A, we're still waiting for the DNA results from the inhaler, yeah? B, we don't know what happened to the mum.
Yeah, the mom.
Because if you notice, they did a little side story on that as well. It's like, hold on.
Oh yeah. 'Cause
She's
they-
taking pictures of these Desire gang members.
Yeah.
Then they zoom in into one of the pictures, and that there was some guy
cat.
in the picture that was wearing a hat. The hat was on the bed, so it was like, okay, she's been sleeping with someone.
You're going to
from
feel like the
there.
detective is going to be all over this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you feel like the lawyer is going to Eugene's going to tell the lawyer what happened.
Yep. And she's going to protect him. Yep.
She should.
But this is why I feel like there's going to be a season 2, depending on how season 1 does, because they've set it up nicely. And I feel like the judge has no choice but to turn back.
Yeah,
now.
but Michael could just be like, fuck this, and just
Yeah,
go.
he has to turn back.
Yeah, he's gonna be lethal.
Yeah.
Bruv, if that was me,
He'll still be a judge, but he'll just
Yeah, he's
go.
gonna be lethal.
yeah, I'll start calling up all them, man, their ancestors, everyone. I'll be like, come, you're all going bin.
Also, can we talk about how he tricked Tom Hanks' son?
Oh yeah.
I can't remember his name. Joey?
Yeah, Joey.
When he was like, yeah, just drink water every time you feel nervous.
Was that Tom Hanks' son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that's always speaking in
I mean,
patois.
he was an idiot.
He's always speaking in patois.
He's an
But yeah,
idiot.
he broke his leg. They left him like that.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
But I thought so. Before the court, before they were going to bring Joey in, Michael was speaking to Jimmy and Frank, and he was like to them, "I'll do my job, and you do your job. You do what you need to do, and I'll do." So I thought they put the thing in the water, but I'm guessing it was
Michael.
Actually, Michael decided to
That's
take
why
it
he
for
ran
himself,
spilled
and
the
then
water.
because
Yeah.
he put all his medications in it. But I
Yeah,
was
'cause
just
they were
like,
gonna-
rah, like he's
So
really
they made him
going.
look like a drunk. Well, he was.
Yeah, because Michael didn't want to kill him.
No.
That's why I think he done it like
I
that.
wanted him to snitch, man, but he was gonna die anyway. But I wanted him to snitch.
No,
Yeah.
There was no way they were gonna let him go.
I was thinking of snitch.
I feel like I need to also mention what is her name?
The judge.
Lorraine?
The black woman,
Sarah,
the black
Judge Sarah.
The judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was peak.
That was.
Is it Michael that set her up?
Yes, of course.
I didn't even need to
Bruv.
ask because he was looking at her at the traffic light like.
Yeah, he
But
said
this
that's
is
why
the
he told
thing.
her to go that way, so then
Yeah.
he can check and be like,
And
okay,
this is
yeah.
the thing, yeah. I don't know. He clearly didn't know about the surprise, but I do feel like he knew everything that was gonna happen. The officers was dodgy, you could tell.
Yeah.
And if
You
that's
feel
your
like Michael
brethren-
knew?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
that's why when they were at the traffic
Bruv,
light, he was
if
like,
that's your brethren, yeah. If you see me getting pulled over by the police, and you have to remember, right? These lot are very in touch with
so
the
you
times.
think that Michael went and had a drink with her on purpose?
Yeah.
That was
got
the
her
point.
drunk, yeah,
He-
to get her off.
made her have a drink
Yeah.
so that they could catch her on something because they needed her off the case, right? So then obviously he's now seen her at the traffic lights. If that's any of you lot, I'm going, right,
Innit?
Bob, let's go over there so we can be a witness. Man was just looking like, stuff her.
yeah, they got.
He just didn't
Yeah, and he
care.
turned around and goes, I love you.
Yeah,
but this is my point.
peak.
Like he done that on purpose because if you notice,
So she
she
didn't
was
look
about
round.
to turn
Yeah,
and he said it.
yeah.
And she was like, "What?"
How dare you? No wonder she slapped him so hard, man.
Yeah,
Michael
trust
took
me.
the piss.
But now he really just hung a lot of people out to dry.
I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but the black people in the show really struggled. Like
They
Kofi, the judge,
Yeah.
the juror,
Eugene.
like, Eugene family. Like it was just stress. Like when I was
That's
watching it, I
true.
was just like raw. But,
So, overall, ratings? Kamara.
What, out of 10?
Yeah.
I would say my heart says 5.
Raw.
ooh,
And the reason I say that is because it felt like another show that I've watched before.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it felt like another show that I've watched before. It was just giving me Breaking Bad vibes because obviously he's just same thing,
It's
different character.
very similar to that, yeah.
Same. He's kind of the same. He's good, then he turns bad, then he has to do things that he doesn't want to do, but he ends up doing it. It was giving me Breaking Bad vibes. Then it was just kind of like the whole story with that was just quite predictable. It was quite slow, but I mean, overall, I like parts of the story. I like how they unraveled it, and they actually introduced us to so many characters, and then we're kind of left with an open question saying like, what's gonna happen next. I do like that, but I just don't think it's the type of show for me.
I have to agree. It's a 5 for me. And I say that because it was just mad slow for me. Like the first 5 to 6 episodes. I know it's the build up to it, but for me it was just a bit like, bruv, when is something gonna like happen? Obviously we've seen the crash or the hit and run. But for me it was just slow. The first 6 episodes, like Kene was saying, the court, when it's at court, that's when it gets peak.
Yeah.
And that's when I started to enjoy it. But it was too late by then because I had already made up my mind, bruv, this is boring.
Yeah. And the first
So-
episode was really good because
So
the way
what's,
they
your,
set
so what's
up.
your rating?
5.
5.
5 and yours is
5.
5.
raw.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You lot gassed it. I'm not gonna lie. You lot gassed it. I'm thinking, raw, like there's gonna
Don't
be
lie, I
blood.
ain't
There's
seen
gonna be
it.
gore.
I hadn't seen it. So
I only saw the first episode on Gogglebox.
so
Yeah,
That's
see.
when I was explaining it.
it looked good.
But to be honest, I think I really enjoyed it. I was very invested when it got to the court bit, especially when Kofi died. That's when I was just like, okay, I think I was just really invested.
So what would you rate it?
I'm gonna say 7. I really
Ooh,
enjoyed
okay.
it. I didn't think it was that, but I mean it was a bit slow. But I wasn't like falling asleep or turning it off.
Can't lie, I
was
was
just-
just on Instagram.
I was
And Twitter.
I was watching it, and
Like,
I
I
was
was
just like,
scrolling.
for me, it's been a long time since I've watched a show where I'm actually wondering what's gonna happen next. Like for a long time, Behind Her Eyes didn't really make me think that. Like, so I think I was just like, okay, let me see what's gonna happen. Oh, he got caught. Oh, right, someone got shot on a boat. Like I was just waiting to see. So yeah, I will say a 7 for me.
Okay, Ben.
I think I would give it
Be true.
6.8.
I believe Ben really wanted to
It's
say
0.8.
8, but because all of us said 5, we had to round it. Be honest, Ben. What was your real... Before we all
Don't
said
sit
our
on the
thing,
fence.
yeah, say what you
I was
see
gonna
with your
say
chest.
6.4, but
6.8.
it's
Give it a solid number.
Yeah.
6.5 then.
Nah, solid. 7.
No, it
it
don't. It
Round it
don't
to the
deserve a
nearest
7.
10.
It don't deserve a 7 in my opinion, and it don't deserve a 5. That's why, or West for me.
Well, then
That's
it's a
too
6, innit?
low. So it's like a hot 6.5. But my reasons why is because I did enjoy it. I felt like it was slow though. I think there was maybe one or two many episodes it needed to be. I felt like it should have been a film more than a series.
Yeah, definitely.
So I mean, if they do come out with a season 2, I'm intrigued to see how they do it really, and to see if they do change it maybe a little bit. Because it was a little bit, it was a bit long, but I thought it was dark. It was interesting. I thought the court scenes and the kind of detective-y kind of part of it was interesting. But I do agree with you, Kamara, in terms of similarities to Breaking Bad. I feel like the suspense wasn't big enough after each episode, in my opinion.
Yeah, there wasn't something that
So
holding you.
yeah, that after the first 2, yeah, okay. The middle episodes, not really, and then the last ones, yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
Very interesting.
Mixed reviews.
Yeah. Well, I mean, definitely make sure you check it out yourself. Let us know what you think as well.
It's on Sky.
Yeah, it's on Sky. But yeah, that's about it really. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed Your Honor. See you
We'll be
later.
honoured to hear your comments.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm out. You have a great evening.
Oh my God.
We'll be honoured to hear your
Took me a while
comments.
to process that.
Um,
We'll be honoured.
you get us on all socials. You can listen to us on all platforms. At us, let us know your views.
Tell us your judgments on the show.
Rotted.
Exactly.
Here you go. Come at you. Come at
You
you.
can find us at the Binge Pod UK on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And on all platforms.
Peace. Goodbye.
Great
Oh my God, another random